Happy Christmas. It is Christmas Day 2024. It's the 25th of the 12th, 2024. A nice, even, visible number. Nice. And it's 9:56. And yes, as like EastEnders, I'm already on the drink. So, anyway, happy Christmas. Have a great time. I've got the Brussels sprouts on. I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm kind of fasting, but not, I don't, mainly I don't think about breakfast. I'm not doing keto today, but I'm kind of sticking in the keto principles. So I did the roast turkey yesterday. I actually got one of these frozen ones in Lidl. It's like a little roast turkey thing. I put it in the air fryer. This is my first year doing this stuff in the air fryer. So I had done a test a few weeks ago and it worked out really well. I think I slightly overcooked it yesterday, but anyway, I did two of them. So I have these two, like, the double air fryer has the more deep, boxy, long kind of one. These particular little turkey joints are like in a rectangular shape and they don't fit in the kind of more roundy, square air fryer. So luckily I have the double one. I actually got it in Lidl for 79 euros, like really cheap. And you can use them separately. So I put in two turkey joints. They have like rashers on top and stuffing in the middle. And I tested them before. So they took about, I put them on the roast setting, but that didn't seem to do anything. I don't know what that did. And I put tin foil over them for the first, say, 3/4 of the cooking setting. So they took about 50 minutes. But I did turn them over. Now I put them in a little bit too hot in the end. I took off the tin foil at the end. I was trying to crisp them up and I put them at 210, which was really too high. They should be kind of 180, 190 in the temperature setting. So that was a mistake. But anyway, we'll cover it up with a bit of gravy. So the other thing, I did 4 hams. So I got the tiny little round hams. I think they're called a fillet of ham. And I put 4 of them. I put 2 in one of there first. And when the turkey was finished, I wrapped it up in foil, put it in the fridge. And I wrote a sticker. I'm a devil for the stickers, lads. I put roast turkey on it because otherwise you'd be looking saying, what's that? When did I put that in there? And I put the date. So anyway, then I put the hams. I did 4 of them. That took about 50 minutes. I put them in foil. I wrapped them in foil. Then I took them out. I took off, there's a little sleeve on the little thing. I took that off and I put them in for a little bit longer. Now I did it at 210 again. I'm a bit of a diver for the heat. That was probably too high. They were a little bit too crispy on one side. And then I flipped them over. But they look very nice. So we'll see today now. So what I'm going to do is plate up the dinner and I will probably put it in the microwave. But I'm making the stuffing. I decided not to buy potatoes. But I am going to do croquettes. So I will eat a little bit of carb today. The croquettes, you can do them in the air fryer. They're really nice. But you do have to kind of turn them over. They get a bit soggy on the bottom. You buy them in the frozen section, croquettes. And then I did buy sage and onion, kind of posh bread, ciabatta stuffing from Tesco, just to see what it's like. So I'll put a little bit of that in. And the Tesco turkey gravy, the instant one that you can make with I kind of like, if I'm going to go eating carbs, I kind of like eating all the really bad stuff from the big companies. Because that was once my life. MSG, all that stuff. So when I'm not eating, if I'm not doing keto, I do like to have that stuff. I think it's okay to dip your toe in the water of the dark side. It's like, being in the Garden of Eden. Sometimes you're going to bite into the apple. And I think that, I don't want to be strict all year round, I remember a few years ago, I was talking to my mother the other day when I went down to visit her and in West Cork. I live in North Cork, but she lives in West Cork. So I went down to visit her. We were talking about, I said, remember that woman I went to her 100th birthday? And she goes, and I said, she was out the back. No, she was smoking fags and cigarettes. And my mother was like, no, that was her 90th birthday. And then she was having her 100th birthday. Now, she didn't smoke a lot, this woman, but if she was out, she would have a fag. We call fags our or cigarettes in Ireland. And my mother was like, oh yeah, the smoking ban had come in. So she had to, for her next birthday, she had to stand outside for a cigarette for her 100th birthday. So it was funny. It was funny. So, but that's very rare. Like, that's very rare. And that woman probably had like 4 cigarettes a week. You know, she didn't smoke that often. Um, but it was just funny. We were just recalling the humor of, you know, you can get a bit obsessed about being, like I could get obsessed about being dietarily perfect, but I really don't want to live like that. I love a bit of fun, a bit of crack, a bit of wine at 10 o'clock in the morning after Santa Claus. And Santa Claus did bring me my long wished for sugar scanner. I can't remember the name. So bad this morning. Too much vino. It's only my first glass. That I'm going to put with, so the glucose, CGM, please. Continuous glucose monitor. So I'm really excited, and I decided I'm not going to put it in today, just in case it goes on fire on my arm, because I will be probably eating some rubbish, some sugary shit. I mean, I have to eat potatoes. I'm an Irish person. On a special day, we must eat potatoes. You already see the results of a couple of weeks of nibbly nibbles and potatoes and no walking, because I've been very bold with the walking. But overall, I'm having a great time. And, you know, Christmas is reflective too. I found myself getting up in the morning and you think about things. You think about the year that has passed. You think about, you know, we all pressurize ourselves to have this kind of perfection later on. But as somebody who has a brother who died when he was 10 years old, I always say breathing is enough. And I think I know that my, you know, so I'm going to start crying now. Oh my God. I remember him not wanting to die. You know, I remember him wanting to stay alive. And I remember at that moment when I knew that it was over, and that was the last time we were seeing him. And he died in the hospital, which is kind of sad. You know, I can understand why people want people to come home to die because the people they love are around them. But he died in the hospital. So he wasn't with us when he died. But I remember going, I will continue living and breathing and being happy, because you can't. And that's all he wanted, was to stay alive. And that's all he wanted. No one cared about material stuff. We just could not save him. It was too late at that stage. He could have been saved, which is why my journey, which I never thought would take this long, but why my journey ended up coming back to diet. I cannot believe what I have discovered. And it's so important to be happy with what you have, and to kind of try to find your way around it. You will make it. You will be single-minded. You know, I watch people sometimes and they're sucked up by what other people are doing. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Be true to yourself. And you will never go wrong. And follow your instinct. And I can tell you for one thing, my instinct has never set me wrong. Sorry, I have a big spot there as well. I'll just put my finger on it. Oh, no, that's the wrong finger. Follow your instinct. It is all, like, I've never discovered that my instinct was wrong. So I could tell you 100% it's right, but you're 99% of the time, if your instinct is telling you something, then do that. But also paddle your own canoe. Anyway, have a lovely Christmas day, because I'm going to have a lovely Christmas day. I'll be eating a lot of Brussels sprouts. I was going to put a lot of fancy stuff on it, but I think I'll just put butter and salt and pepper, and that'll have to do me. I probably won't eat half as much as I think, and my eyes are bigger than my belly. I have a lot of chocolate and crisps, which will not go eaten, but I'm definitely watching a lot of telly. So have a lovely day, guys. It is a time for reflection too. It can be a very kind of weird day, but it's a good day for doing nothing.